We are getting information that William Ruto can reshuffle his cabinet anytime as from now. And yesterday in the Senate, we saw senators across board calling on William Ruto to make changes in the cabinet. Some were telling him to dissolve the cabinet, some were telling him to reshuffle. And this afternoon, Gen Zs have also issued a very strong demand to Ruto on his cabinet. Rage and courage, we mean it. Dissolve cabinet, don't reshuffle. Tribeless, fearless, partyless. That's Gen Z's position this afternoon. They are telling William Ruto not to reshuffle, but to dissolve. And they are making it very clear, we mean it. For those who can remember, just a few days ago, Gen Z told William Ruto and members of parliament to reject the finance bill, not to amend. Reject, don't amend. Members of parliament went ahead, amended that, and adopted it. Later, William Ruto was forced to reject that finance bill. This is exactly what's now happening here. Gen Zs are telling William Ruto, don't reshuffle your cabinet, dissolve it. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what this means and the political consequences in the event William Ruto fails to dissolve his cabinet and he resorts to reshuffling it. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Yes, it's very clear that Kenyans are not happy with Ruto's government. And the ultimate desire among very many Kenyans is for William Ruto to go. That's the ultimate desire among many Kenyans. But even with that, they are still giving William Ruto a chance to rectify things. This is why Gen Z is still telling William Ruto, dissolve, don't reshuffle. How I wish William Ruto would listen to Kenyans. This position taken by Gen Zs is the position of Kenyans. And even if you were to do a research, a scientific survey, you'll find 90% of Kenyans are saying William Ruto should dissolve his cabinet. So these positions being taken by Gen Zs are the positions being taken by Kenyans. If William Ruto has got any advisors still left, let them tell William Ruto Kenyans are saying, dissolve the cabinet, don't reshuffle. If William Ruto fails to listen to Kenyans, then it's obvious emotions will be building around his ignorance and arrogance. Just as emotions did build during the finance bill, if William Ruto continues ignoring Kenyans, emotions are just building against him. Besides this, Gen Zs have already laid 14 demands which they want William Ruto to implement. And some of these demands, they are now coming out to single them out one by one being dissolve the cabinet. This is something that has been in the Gen Z's 14 demands to Ruto. As I talk, William Ruto intends to address Gen Zs through SpaceX. So already, Ruto is not listening. Gen Zs or Kenyans are not interested in being addressed by Ruto. They are not interested in these talks. All they want is for Ruto to take action. The cabinet, as currently constituted, cannot deliver, cannot serve Kenyans. The cabinet is composed of incompetent individuals, some who have been accused of corruption, rape, and even murder. That cabinet cannot serve Kenyans. William Ruto, if you are listening, Kenyans are saying dissolve your cabinet. It can't serve Kenyans. William Ruto going to address Kenyans is just a way of wasting time. He is trying to buy time as he figures out his plan B on how to crack down on innocent Gen Zs and innocent Kenyans. Kenyans are saying no talks, no dialogue, just dissolve your cabinet, don't reshuffle. And also, just as I've stated, yesterday in the Senate, many senators, those from Kenya Kwanza and from the opposition, told William Ruto to take action on his cabinet. If Ruto can't listen to the Gen Zs, let him at least listen to leaders who are supporting him. Kenyans are in unison. Your cabinet is a letdown. And also, if you look at what is happening in the country, last Tuesday, Gen Zs did something that shocked the whole world, storming and occupying parliament. They should build on that. And the sure way of building on that, let them issue such demands one by one, that just as they have now issued here about the cabinet. Let William Ruto ignore them, and as Ruto ignores them, thus helping Gen Zs in building momentum for another major occupation as was seen last Tuesday in Parliament. So let Gen Zs pile more pressure on William Ruto. Let Gen Zs remind Ruto of these 14 demands, one after the other. Let Ruto ignore these demands. By him ignoring these demands, emotions are just building against him. And those building emotions will reach a point where Kenyans again, in their millions, will turn out maybe to show William Ruto they are the boss. They are the boss. Something similar to what we saw last Tuesday. So it's good Gen Zs must be strategic and persistent in their pursuit to remove William Ruto from power, because it's clear he is not serving our interests, the interest of Kenyans. He's serving the interest of some foreigners. And also, if you look at Ruto, he's known to be traveling quite often. He's hardly in the country. But upon this demonstration starting, I've not seen William Ruto flying out of the country. A confirmation that the trips William Ruto was making outside the country, they were not all that necessary. They were not necessary. William Ruto has managed to be in the country for now. This is the third week. That shows how effective and how strong a united people can be. Gen Zs were united and they have made William Ruto stay in the country for this is now the third week. And even our churches are now getting sanitized. That's the way to go. Gen Zs should and must continuously build pressure against Ruto. Going forward is dissolve the cabinet, don't reshuffle. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.